Warning. Warning. You are about to enter the propaganda report.
You already have.
With Brad Binkley.
You've already entered the propaganda report with Brad Binkley.
Warning. You are about to
already entered the propaganda report with Brad Binkley. It is Groundhog Day. Happy Groundhog Day to everyone. Feels like Groundhog Day with the Epstein files being released yet again. The Epstein dropping cultural jamming rap with a special guest we're going to have here in a moment. From Bill Gates' STD allegations to low-T Epstein lab results, the newly released Epstein files, that's what they call them, the Epstein files. No matter who you hate, you can find something to satisfy your confirmation bias in these documents. That's what these are. They're a confirmation bias satisfying vehicle with the 3 million documents that no one individual, no one human being could ever go through in one lifetime. And they're searchable, which is usually not the case. So I do appreciate them having the searchability. But you can search for what you're looking for, and you find it, and then you go fight with your friends and your neighbors about it. And they do the same. And that keeps you distracted from anything else that might be going on. The point here for these Epstein files is not to get closer to truth, in my opinion, because if you were going to do any investigations or you're going to do any... Edmund, stop barking. I got an Edmund cam, by the way. Let's show a little bit of Edmund. I don't know where he went. He's barking at the door. The point isn't the trial, because there's not going to be indictments. Because if indictments were happening, you would not have seen these documents until they were revealed through trial. So the point seems to be to keep people occupied, satisfy the need, the demand for them, and keep people meddling, looking through those documents while they do other things that the public are not paying attention to, which is a little surprising to me that they released these documents when they did right after the Fulton County election office raids. Because I would have thought the Trump administration would have wanted all the news to be focused on that. But then the Epstein files dropped, and now those almost feel like a distant memory because we only have so many cognitive resources. 7 or 8, neuroscience says anyway, things that we can hold in our head at one time that are new. The things that we remember and we make familiar that become reflexive, like instinctual almost, the knowledge as well as the instincts. Those things we can recall those at any time, but new things, we can only hold so many in mind. We certainly can't hold 3 million in mind while also juggling all the other stories. Here to talk about the Epstein files and many, many other things is a friend of the show, a rapper, a propaganda deconstructionist, and a comedian, the one and only, and our Canadian correspondent, I must say. Deez laughs. Welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show. Deez laughs. How's the audio, guys, in the chats?
Yes, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if my audio.
I think it sounds good, but I'm a little retarded.
Well, I'm definitely a dangerous retard. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
You're all the way from Canada. So tell me, Deez.
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone in Canada as obsessed with the Epstein files as Americans are?
Maybe in my small niche circle of like stand-up comedian friends and people. Yeah, we talk about that stuff all the time, even when it wasn't cool and even when it wasn't like big in the news now. But I don't think so, man. People are, there's a lot of other crazier stuff going on in Toronto here.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you guys are just digging deep into the 3 million, trying to find out what Epstein's test, his low T. He had low T, apparently. There was a lab result. Dude was getting older. He had low testosterone level. That was one of the. There was another allegation that Bill Gates picked up an STD allegedly around the time that his wife got divorced from him. Is it true? I don't know. A lot of the documents are emails that are claims. Some of them are as recent as 2015. That's the thing about these documents is we could call the FBI right now, you and I. We could claim that Trump, Epstein, Bill Clinton, Elon Musk, Chuck Schumer, they hog-tied us and they threw us in an alligator pit and then had dolphins come in and try to molest us. And that would be in the next batch of Epstein files. Right. Included in those are every single ridiculous tip and uncorroborated tip that was called in. And it kind of buries stuff that might be more legitimate. And there's court documents that are in there that have been out for 10 years. And there's a bunch of weird pictures. But it's just such a treasure trove of nothing, but it's just like, it's just going to keep people occupied and fighting with each other. I'm not saying there's not crazy stuff in there.
Hey,
for me, maybe I'm like jaded because it's like stuff I've known for 10 years.
Right. And you were a pioneer in this kind of like, I remember you were talking about legal documents. You had all these other stuff that a lot of media people wouldn't even go through. And then all the names of all the other, like the bigger names of Seligman, I think was one
Martin
of them.
Seligman. So they actually released that document, the plea negotiation letter, which is what I look for. I look for the stuff that is confirmed court documents that people's names are on that they cannot, it's not hearsay.
Right.
5 specifically named people that helped Epstein get that first sweetheart deal and a plea negotiation letter, which literally got my website taken down.
But yeah, I remember
when I posted it. That's finally in there. And Martin Seligman, who is, if you're unfamiliar with Martin Seligman, go to my Twitter account at Freedom Act Radio and watch the pinned video, and that will explain Martin Seligman and his connection to Epstein and his connection to power. He's still in power. They call him Dr. Happy in the government. He is in that document a number of times. Epstein is trying to contact him, and he's sending a bunch of women to him who seem to be depressed for positivity training. And positivity training is what he did in the military. He was given a $31 million contract to do, quote, positivity training that was essentially brainwashing to get them to run into war and kill without question. So I'm not saying he's guilty of anything, because he actually seemed to kind of not want to reply to Epstein. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, like you said, it's just so many things that are going on. And yeah, I'm like, well, once I saw the Netflix documentary and I'm like, he had an egg-shaped penis, I assumed he had low T.
Yeah, an egg-shaped, yeah.
I mean, if you have an egg-shaped penis, I'm like, I don't know a lot about dicks other than mine, but I'm like, yo.
You've never seen an egg-shaped penis.
It just seems like it wouldn't be good for like blood flow and like satisfying.
Right, it's gonna have to kind of swirl around. And the egg-shaped penis theory that I've heard.
That's the one I'm kind of gonna look into as a rapper, because of the gays and the rappers. I gotta.
What do you do?
I'm on to you gays and rappers.
Right. What do you do as a gay? What do you do with an egg-shaped penis? I don't know. I don't know what you do with it.
What the hell?
It was a penis pump, is the belief.
Right.
People believe that
him and Weinstein. Weinstein too. Right.
Does he say Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein have the same
penis?
Penis?
It's a Jewish device.
It's a Jewish penis.
Right, from the Holocaust. It was no, I won't.
It's a Holocaust pee. Is what it is.
Right, it's a sex toy. That was
right. So at least Canada and America can agree on that.
Yes.
The origin of the egg-shaped penis.
We both did MK Ultra together. Come on, remember?
I was watching. You ever watch? What is that show called? It's based on the video game. It's hot right now. I don't know why it just slipped my mind.
A video game? Oh, no.
I was gonna say Freelander. That's not even close.
I'm not a big video game guy anymore.
Walter Goggins in it.
Walter Goggins? No. I know David Goggins, that black runner. Yeah, I know him.
Black runner. I don't follow black runners. These last. Deez is black for those just listening, so I can say that. Okay.
Listen, not too black. I got the vitiligo going, so I am turning, guys. My name on the streams is also White Claw, because the hand is. Look at that. Come on.
There you go.
Come on, guys.
Nice. Yeah. That's a good nickname. White Claw.
White Claw. Come on.
Fallout is the show.
Oh, Fallout. Okay. I've heard.
So Fallout, they revealed, spoiler, give you guys a couple seconds to cover your ears if you don't want to hear it. They revealed that one of the characters infiltrated the whatever the little dungeons they're in where they went down to survive the apocalypse. Somebody from Canada infiltrated it, and it revealed that Canadians just want to kill Americans.
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
I'll tell you something about Canadians. They have a lot of pent-up frustration and angst about America. They don't even know why. But I just assume that it's just because we've taken so much of your content that we kind of are automatically like brainwashed with your stuff. But we also get brainwashed with Canadian stuff too. So it's a different kind of schizophrenia. I don't know. Maybe I can write about this too. The U.S. Canada schizo diaspora.
There's a little there. Remember when Canada was going to be the 51st state for a little while?
I'm hoping. I'm still hoping.
Greenland now. It's Canada. He's playing hard to get with
right.
Canada because he's like,
I'm busy with Greenland.
Canada.
Yeah.
Greenland's got better tits. We have
Venezuela is hot right now. They're hot.
Venezuela's got great legs, as Venezuela does. Sometimes you just got to grab it by the Venezuela, if you know what I mean. We have V-Dub saying, Deez last. I got a coin from him. That's Josh. You know Josh plays Trump on the show, and he came down. We met you in Tennessee last year.
What a great time, man. What a great time.
It was a fantastic time.
I wish I could.
Okay, so we'll go back and forth with the Epstein files, but
go ahead.
You are I love having you on the show because you're a rapper, and you don't write rap songs about my pee, my neck, my back. You know,
I mean, they already did it. The best has already been written. I feel like
you culture jam with your rap. You kind of expose media and you expose propaganda and other BS. But just tell everybody a little bit about what you do again.
Yeah, I just like in a couple words, like really rap the news. Just try to I listen to tons of podcasts. Obviously, Brad, No Agenda, just tons of other different podcasts in all different industries. So the information I try to get from there, I try to take the value and maybe even write the podcasters a theme song or, just do something cool that maybe their audience might like, just as a kind of like a tip of the hat or anything like that. But in general, I mean, I just love information and I'm a curious person too. So what else is better than like learning and sharing that knowledge? And
putting that creativity to use. And you work at a comedy club, correct?
Yeah, I manage a comedy club in Toronto, the Corner Comedy Club, best stand-up comedy club in Toronto. If you want to see some non-gay, but you can see gay comedians too. You can see
they're loud. They're free.
We book them all. Yeah, but we're like known as one of the best comedy clubs kind of in the city, and it's just fun because it's just like you see people with all different backgrounds come in, and it's one of the last outlaw kind of free speech places, as your boy Sam Tripoli likes to say, is like he loves Toronto for that reason. And our place is fun too. So maybe we get Brad Binkley when he comes back on a stand-up tour.
Yeah, we're gonna come up there for
sure. You're gonna come back.
So how long was the drive down here? I have the Edmund cam on, by the way, right now.
I see Edmund. Salute, looking good, Edmund.
He's sleeping.
No, to drive down was like 12 hours to Tennessee. So I wanted to drive down again to Florida this year to like that Bohemian Grove or Brohemian Grove, but I don't think I'll make it this year. But next year, maybe next year.
I don't even know when it is this year.
I think they said March, which is soon, next month.
Something like that. I know that Sam was talking about maybe doing a show.
If not, I'll come down for a Hawks game. You know what I mean? You can sit at
Yeah, we'll come watch the Hawks. The Hawks
WNBA team. Maybe I'll go.
Let's go watch the Dream. Is what
we can go laugh.
Griner. Yeah. We got Brittany Griner. So
come on, how do we not? Me and you like tag team Brittany Griner. I got raps about her.
No, I don't ever say that again. I'm gonna throw up in my mouth a little bit. So let's play. You sent me some links to. What do you want me to play first? I want to let everybody hear a little sampling of your music.
Well, okay. So Toronto, where I'm from here, the city of Indians, where I'm from. We got more Indians than Vivek and Cash Patel. You guys think you have Indians? We got way more here. Throw on Toronto maybe at the 30-second mark, 20-second mark.
Is that on your Deez last page, or is that one of the videos? Okay.
Oh, that's on the YouTube. I think the YouTube link.
YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you said at the 20-second mark.
Yeah.
It's called Toronto.
Toronto. Just about our little PSYOP city, all the media deconstruct. Yeah.
You guys do have a major psyop thing going. Is it you guys that gave Zelensky or gave the Nazi the standing ovation?
Oh yeah, that was us in Ottawa. That was Ottawa. Just down the.
It's so fun. Like I forgot.
We got a Chinese mayor though. We got a Chinese spy mayor. So listen, we could go toe to toe on it. Forget your Somali. Mayor? Olivia Chow.
I don't know about her.
We'll talk offline. I'm already. Okay. All right. I'm getting notices.
So I got it pulled up. What is the?
Toronto. maybe 20 seconds in.
All right, here we
Yeah.
go. 20 seconds in.
Toronto. That's a mural in Toronto. I think.
T-O-R-O-N-T-O. It's the place
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I've come to know. It's the place I wanna leave. It's the place you wanna go. O-L-I-V-I-H-O. Her English is worse off now. Someone check if there's a connect between her and Chairman Mao. What really happened after Jack Layton? She changed her accent. Code switching, not hating, but we need explaining. 416-905-647-289. Area codes in the 6 to me and to you. They just rhyme. Bikes on sidewalks more than streets. Oven mitts and Uber Eats. Punjabis and Sikhs who did this to us. The elites, to us LGBTQ+. Let's just say they're not like us. Watching city council meetings on YouTube, they were sus. Protest all day and all night. Citizens put up a fight. Trucker protest at Queen's Park. I was there, it just felt right.
T-O-R-O-N-T-O. It's the place I've come to know. It's the place I want to leave.
Dude, that sounds like it's got good rhythm. It's got good. So, what's your process of coming up with songs like this? It sounds good, man.
It's just the stuff literally happening in our city, right? It's like even you. I'm sure you're like you pay attention more to what's going on locally, and people have more effect in that kind of way. But to see what they're actually doing locally is national is always just such a distraction. So it's like if they're doing this to us on a local level, then imagine what they're doing on the national level. They have a less of a connection to us. So
absolutely, they used to write. The propagandist Walter Lippmann would write about how they would keep people domestically squabbling over domestic issues,
right?
So that the big boys could worry about foreign policy. And it's a little bit more difficult to do that nowadays with social media, but they are kind of succeeding at a certain level with stuff like the Epstein files, although people still kind of they stay in touch with some of the foreign stuff. It's all, we've been talking about Plato's cave a lot. It all feels like shadows on the wall and stuff being directed. And there's something called the agenda setting theory, where the media, and now I would say social media, people with the biggest followings, they control what people think about and what they care about.
They set the topics or the news cycle, like the news cycle.
The frame through which they receive the information and the side that they're supposed to take based on the linguistic approach to it, and then both sides will tell the same story, just completely different ways. And people through memification have an opinion, a feeling, and a firm belief instantly that just comes into conflict with the stereotype of the other side. It's kind of extraordinary to watch. Is it the same way in Canada, or are you guys all liberated and like Plato?
No, we're exactly like you, just like a little slower. So just think of it like that. I mean, but you know what the funny thing was with Canadians? I feel like and we even maybe assume of our independence way more than we actually know we're capable of, if that makes sense. So it's like we assume our own military is our own. We assume that Canadian, our resources are protected by Canadians. But I'm sure if they really understood, like, we're also not that sovereign as a country, and we have all these other entanglements to China, the US, everywhere, Mexico. But and our citizens are no better off, really. It's like they say we have free healthcare, you have free this. It's like, but we're sicker and we're unhappier. We have more, like, maybe prescription. You have more all these free things that are given to you by a government or a job, but it doesn't make anyone healthier in any kind of substantial way.
Tell us more about the free healthcare up there.
Yeah. So you can basically go to a doctor. Everyone's got a pediatrician, a family doctor. You can have, there's no charge. You go in for visits unless you need to see a specialist. And even then it's usually all the specialists are covered, skin specialists, so I feel like everything is pretty much taken care of to the most part. But especially now, all the resources are so kind of flooded with all the immigration, same stuff as you guys. We just don't get the cool coverage you guys get, like with all those shootings and, Suge Knight running people over.
Suge Knight?
Yo, shout out to Suge. I used to be a death row guy, but that's It's terrible. Now they're bringing it to
happened? What Suge
Minneapolis
Knight
now.
do?
No, he ran over a guy one time at the Straight Outta Compton filming of the movie. So he
Oh,
like
yeah,
that's
right.
what he's in jail for now, currently.
I'm so I don't even.
It's a you don't need
There's
to
so
know
much
any of this
information. That's
stuff.
what I'm talking about. There's so
There's
much
too much.
information to
There's
keep
too
up
much.
with. It becomes impossible. Like here I am thinking Suge Knight is walking free. And did he run over like a protester, or who did he run over?
I think he ran over another black person, which is worse too. So it's like, yeah, that'll be a whole nother thing that never gets
Right.
talked about.
That's why it never gets talked about.
Yeah.
Do you guys have the equivalent of an ICE over there? Or up there, I should say.
Up there, no, kind of, but I don't think it gets. No, there's nothing even close to that, really, because there's nothing even close to any like armed police that are really in the streets that much. Or, yeah, it's very different, but at the same time, Toronto's a funny place because there's people from all over the world, and I feel like this is the best city if you wanted to try. Well, I'm not going to give any ideas over here, but it's just there's so many countries that are here that everyone has like their own kind of individual like country does that make sense?
Yeah, their own, right? But you guys don't.
It's a very multicultural city, but everyone gets along, but at the same time you can tell there's a lot of uneasiness between all the different cultures because it's not there's no one's meant to like get along like that. That's why most people have monocultures, or maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. But when you have like 100, and you've got 100 big communities of all these different cultures, it's like, okay, well, we'll see who wins. It's like a purge. Like,
do you guys have guns up there? What's your gun laws like?
No guns here. Trudeau is taking back like national gun rights, and then I feel like it's just not a big gun culture, other than the criminals, Shout out
other than the
criminals and the rappers, I'm sure.
So,
yeah. Not me. I have no guns. No guns.
You're not the only rapper up there. There's other rappers there.
No. We got Drake. I'm sure he's got a gun. If Drake doesn't have a
Canada,
he's from Toronto. He's from here.
His bodyguards have a gun.
If he doesn't have a gun,
what is this anonymous Indians link that you sent me? Is this another?
Oh, that's just a song I did.
Let's check
about
this
AI. Yeah.
AI. AI, I tell you what, it's AI.
Oh, that's on the subway. That's a picture I took somebody on the subway.
So you took this photo here of these people. This guy's sleeping while this other guy plots. He's from the CCP and he's plotting.
Yeah. So exactly, they both got earbuds in. I'm gonna break down this picture. Sorry to you audio listeners, but look, they both have audio pieces in. If you see the back poster is CAMH, which is our psychological mental hospital here in Toronto, which is like, if you want to volunteer for this experiment, sign up and we'll pay you maybe, and you can get free drugs. And it's a wild place here. Toronto's wild. So
yeah, that's interesting. That's not the typical demographic we see on our subway stations here in Atlanta. I'll say that.
Yeah, they're like, if you want, we'll give you like 6 beers, a couple joints, and $200 if you want to do a 6-week study for schizophrenia. And like, they offer you drugs to do a schizophrenia study. Listen, my brother, you have no idea the kind of stuff.
You get a COVID vaccine with that?
I mean, that's a bonus. That's a bonus of part of the whole thing. So anonymous Indians.
Really? That's crazy.
The people, it's
that
crazy.
mess to study up if you're giving people drugs that have mental disorder.
Well, a lot of the times in these studies they'll say, you can't be on any of these drugs, but at the same time they're giving them obviously experimental drugs to be like, okay, we want to see what's going on with your night terrors or your schizophrenia, so we're going to give you 6 weeks of medication, brand new. We've got Medizer. We've got like a
Medizer. That's like a combination.
We've got a new
Maduro
drug
and Pfizer. That's Maduro from Venezuela and Pfizer.
Medizer. Right.
That's a vaccinated Venezuelan president right there. Medizer.
So this is my song about anonymous Indians. Okay. AI.
These automated systems are so lame. It's like you can't afford some dollar an hour person in India. I mean, who can barely speak English. That would be better than this.
Yeah, the true AI, anonymous Indian. That's what we need.
What a sight to see, such a fractured society when people mindlessly subscribe and see. Then they make up their own version of reality. Take a look at Wall Street, are we in trouble? Nvidia and AI, there's a huge bubble. Oracle's Larry Ellison is sounding stubborn, but Elon saying we don't have a half a trillion, we're in trouble. Anonymous Indians, AI, and so many Ponzi schemes. Nightmares don't hit the same when you're living out this Eurodruke. Abnormal dreams being pitched to solve all of our mundane manual human tasks. Isn't it a chatbot? Can it even sort emails? Don't even ask. H1B is not for me. You see, clarified by Big Pharma. Always want to harm ya. Now he's trying to charm ya. He's got the look, Vivek the Snake, Ramaswamy did a job leading up to the campaign. Bringing in the best talent was for our gain. Can you remove the stain? Taking 10% off the top, now draining the brain. Every country should make its own citizens its #1 priority. Not just cause you check a box as a visible minority. Culture is clashing in the city of the six. Many faces to a city, more than 6. People coming from all over the world to get a fix. Funny, undefeated, this is not a tricks.
There's fake vaccination cards. Like we didn't see this coming. Africans were selling that before there was even a pandemic. Walking in New York, an African out of nowhere. My brother, just take this card here. You will not understand, but you will know soon.
Who is that?
Okay. No, that's another comedian from Toronto. This guy Tricks.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah, he's an
he
African.
Sounds like that guy who says you are gay.
Oh, 100. He's from there. He's like Ghana. He's like Ghanaian and from Toronto. And that's the thing with Toronto. It's like you've got people from every country in the world here. And it's like, it's crazy. There's a lot of talent, but most people, like, they get good here and then they leave, which is, it's kind of like a springboard here, Toronto, for, I feel like, the arts. On a whole
Yeah, dude. So Julie says those rap songs are great. I agree. I thought, like, how long did it take you to write a song like that?
And I like to just, sometimes I'll listen to a podcast, I'll make notes, but sometimes I'm just in the studio and then I'll just come up with something quickly. But I don't know. It's funny. I just try to write a little bit every day, and then some are ready to record within a couple weeks, and some of them are like a year or 2. And it's like, oh, wow, that's still relevant. I mean, hopefully I could try and tell a story, which, speaking of which, I'm going to slowly hope you don't mind if I take a small change of direction here.
Yeah, go for it.
So for like, okay, so the next couple songs I'm working on was one of the interviews that you had was Brian Toohey. The Fixes in the sports scandal.
Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago.
Hey, come on! I do my research, you know. These glasses,
yeah.
So I read the book. I ordered his book. The Fix is still in, and I'm like, okay, I want to write a song about this. So I'm about to record it, I think, tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, that kind of helped. Like your interview and like reading his book. It's like, wow, that was kind of the basis for the song. So
Brian Toohey, The Fixes in is about sports fixing.
Yeah.
And that was probably 2019 that we did that, late 2019 that we did that interview. And that couldn't be more relevant right now with the polling market, the
gambling,
betting,
the fantasy sports.
Where one person is in control of the outcome.
Even the in-game betting, when you see people like, it's like, how are people just giving away their money in? Like, I remember back in the day, it's like, okay, it was the biggest deal to get your bet in right before the game started. Because that was the biggest.
Bet on every second of the game. It's crazy. You can watch the predictions change as the UFC fights. You watch those and it just changes throughout, and you can make a bet at any time.
He threw a right punch, so it's like, oh, now he's in a favorite. It's like, come on.
How many times will Karen Hochul say New Yorkers during her State of New York speech? It's
right.
Which I'm kicking myself for not betting on that one because I saw that one.
Are you an over-under guy? You're an over-under guy?
The over-under was like 30, like 33 probably.
33. It's always
around
33.
there.
It's always 33. Come
actually.
On, we know.
Yeah.
I have a song about that coming out too, about numbers and symbolism. Symbolism and numerology, actually. I have a song about that coming out.
You know who's going to win that bet about how many times she says that?
Who?
Her speechwriter.
Well, that too. It's always the inside person, right? So no different
to
than
determine how many times she says it.
I
And
mean,
what I did is I went back and looked at her previous State of New York speeches, and I was like, obviously she's going to say it more times. I should bet my life savings on this. And I didn't, but I was right. She said
Right.
there's these bets that I feel I should be tapping into, because if you're paying close attention to what's going on a regular
we talked
basis,
about this pre-stream. You're watching all that Georgia Tech basketball. You got to take advantage of that knowledge.
That's torture. I mean, that's like punch me in the nuts.
It's like you got to bet against Georgia Tech, and then if they
what
win,
do the Catholics do? They whip themselves when they. I don't know. That's like me watching Georgia Tech. It's just it's suffering.
What's worse, Georgia Tech basketball or football this year?
The Georgia Tech football was much better, but the end was kind of painful.
Pretty bad, yeah. I remember
More
that
hope
end.
for Georgia Tech football. Georgia Tech basketball is a hopeless endeavor.
Okay,
It's like
gotcha.
it's like a libertarian run for any office. It's a
Not
hopeless
serious.
endeavor.
So not serious. Just not serious.
Not serious. That's a perfect way to put Georgia Tech basketball. They used to be so good. Tony says he's 33 and he likes numerology. What a coincidence, Tony, that you happen to be 33.
Something about Jesus, some Masonic, like getting to that 33rd.
When's your birthday, Deez? Let's see how far we can take the numerology.
I know someone's gonna come with some gematria against me. I know someone's gonna say I'm part of it. It's 10/16, October 16th.
Okay, 10/16. I'm 6'9".
Oh, 6'9".
That's
No.
true. No, I'd be in the NBA if that were the
No,
case.
I
Tony
know.
says he doesn't get how you can bet on the color of Gatorade. You can bet on the color of the next dildo to land on the field of the NBA game.
I remember those. That was good times. I remember those. Those were good days. I remember it was a much simpler time before this whole Israel and Iran, and it was like it's a green, it's a pink. Oh no, it's clear. Wow, clear. No one picks clear.
Like, imagine that's a rare bet. Look, if that's like a bet, you can bet I'm going to get a clear dildo on that floor. I will get arrested. I don't care.
Everyone's assuming black. Everyone's gonna bet on black. It's favorite blackjack.
Who can conceal that one?
A clear dildo.
At least the
is-
white ones you can put in your pocket. You can't. Black ones are going to be way too.
Suspicious
Way too
too. It
meaty.
looks like a weapon. It's a baton. A clear one is like, oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah,
a little funnier. It's a little
like
funnier.
It's like an aborigine or albino.
Uh,
I do have to say the stereotype of a black member it's really it's a lot. I know there's black guys who's got tiny ones. Okay, so they're
of course.
riding that.
I've heard
stereotype
the
for a
stories
long
from
time.
other ladies I've dated. They're like, you wouldn't believe this big tall black guy I dated, micro penis. I'm like, are you? And I'm just giggling because it's just like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
that was the whole story with
nobody would
Deshaun
know.
Watson,
Nobody would
right?
know.
Deshaun Watson and the Browns with all the massage parlors. He had a micro penis. That was
Deshaun Watson had a micro penis.
That was okay. Sorry to break
Is that-
news on the propaganda report
The
here.
breaking news: Deshaun
Breaking
Watson's
news.
penis was tiny.
Apparently,
Allegedly.
This is why he had to go to so many massage parlor enthusiasts and get his frustration out, and then probably get angry when they're like, if they giggled or imagine you like, hey, be serious here, just get me off. And then she's like, you're so big, but you're not so big.
Yeah. Well, they're all Asian. Yeah.
Of
This
course.
is breaking news that we're reporting. to
Forget
you
the
all
Epstein
now.
files. It's Deshaun.
This
and-
is probably. I'm not in the Epstein files. I didn't find you in the Epstein files. There are 3
Did
million.
you do a
pages of
name
Epstein
search?
files.
Did you do a name search for yourself though?
Actually, maybe I didn't. I didn't do a name search for myself yet.
You're a
That's a good
researcher.
question.
You're a researcher too, so I'd expect you.
I am going to do that. I did.
You
think
might
about
get
it.
another Binkley in there.
Somebody thought I was a Rothschild once, and they sent me this. They're like, "You're a Rothschild." And I'm just like, I've never asked you for money ever. I've never tried. I've ever, and you're just you disagree with me once, and you found a document that has the name Binkley from like the 1600s, and I'm a Rothschild.
It's not a big common name. I feel like Binkley, Hinkley was that? Yeah.
Binkley, Brinkley,
Brinkley.
Yeah,
Christy
people always think it's Brinkley. It's not.
But Binkley,
It's
yeah.
And it's Brad. It's not Bradley either.
Yeah,
It's just Brad.
I hear you.
So back to Deshaun Watson's penis and propaganda.
The Browns are terrible. They always will be. They make bad
Obviously.
decisions. They
Right.
gave him the most guaranteed contract. So Brian Toohey, look out for the song. The Fix is still in. Shout out to you. After that, no, I saw him on your podcast. I saw him on Monica Perez's podcast. He did a few other podcasts too, and I was like, oh, this guy's legit. I want to tell the story of the sports propaganda because I feel like it's the one that even propagandists want to ignore because they enjoy sports so much.
Right. And it's kind of being exposed right now with the NBA, sort of,
Oh,
right?
a little bit.
Because
little bit.
they arrest the coach of the Pistons and a player.
Well, look at all
for
the effort level. Look
shaving
at
points.
look at
Nobody talks about it anymore.
well, just look at we've known for years just the load management and just everything around it. It's like they just want certain teams to win. This makes for a good story. And it's like as long as all these teams are making more and more money, you heard the Seahawks are going to be sold after the Super Bowl this week. It's just like, yeah, no one loses. Yeah, everyone's just making billions and billions. And it's like, as long as the whole entity makes sense, which Brian, he writes in the book, is like the lawyers made sure that the 30 NFL teams were all just considered one entity instead of 30 teams. So what does that tell you? Right there.
Yeah, well, maybe they could rig it for one of my teams ever.
We'll never. I was with you, Brad. 2017. Trust me, I was falconed out. I was
26. Yeah, where they blew
oh
it.
16. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my. That broke me. That one took me off sports football. I was like,
A
I'm
lot
done.
of people, I think that broke, and that isn't that crazy the impact that sports has. That
Yeah.
So when I look at like the left right paradigm, whatever they hate that word, but yeah, that I'm not emotional about any side. I just
Right.
I see people who are just
Attack.
they best appeal to those sides, and so that's who they are. They're selected, or they recognize that they are they fit this group better, and so that they can maximize their donor money and get support from them. So that's what they choose. I don't see many of them choosing based on ideology, but the people who support them do, and they buy into it. And what Saul Alinsky, Bernays, they said in their books, never buy into the ideology that you're organizing people with, because you'll be captured by it like they are. And you have to be flexible. And that's why we see people switching from the left to the right all the time. So I see that, and I see people get really upset, like politics, team sports politics, and it doesn't affect me like that. But actual sports does. So I see UGA, and I hate UGA. Nothing UGA does is right.
You hate that little bulldog, don't you?
It doesn't matter. I don't hate dogs, but I don't want to look at Uga's face is all. I wish Uga a happy, long life, but don't get out of my face, Uga.
If Uga looked like Edmund,
he'd be so cute. He'd be so
I
much
know.
cuter.
He'd be a UGA fan. See?
Let's get Edmund Cam up. There he is.
There he is.
There he
Look,
is.
Not listening, but
Obama is a pedo. As we got in the comments there, allegedly.
wow, is that breaking news or is that
It's alleged in the chat.
That's alleged, of course. It's always alleged.
It's alleged, but yeah, sports was the one thing that could. And I don't really hate UGA.
I know,
but it does affect me. We used to a lot more when I was a kid.
I realize, it's a lot closer.
Losing all the time.
Oh yeah,
would just be so painful,
so frustrating. Yeah,
and I would tell people that this must be what it's like to be gay, because nobody
no one would choose this. No one would choose to be.
I didn't choose this. I didn't go to Tech.
Yo, could you imagine
my
being
family
gay?
went to Tech. I was born into this, and I became a Tech fan before I had critical thought, and I could reject things, and before I knew it, I'm getting my heartstrings pulled by this team that is built to disappoint. I would choose to be a Georgia fan, and that's why I get gay people. I get you.
Have you ever thought about crossing over? Have you ever thought about crossing over to the Georgia side, or just completely
I would
pulling
not. I'd rather shoot
a wrestler
myself in
like a
the
180,
dick.
like a 180, like a heel turn.
Couldn't do
almost.
that. I couldn't.
No.
I'd rather suffer, which is stupid. It's so illogical. It's
Right.
so illogical.
Hey,
for me to say no to that.
I left the Browns for the Falcons, and that was two stupid choices right there. So
That
I'm just
is
saying,
dumb. That's like leaving That's like becoming a libertarian, really.
right? For no, anyway, yeah. There's a lot you could say with that, but it's
Yeah, but I think the point like is relevant though. Politics though affects people like that.
Like sports teams, and that's why they say your politics is like your sports. But so that's
Yeah.
even why I want to rap about even sports. So I'm working on an album. It's going to be like a 7-song album called Bread and Circus, and it's just about like the sports conversation, everything from the talking heads on ESPN. I have a song called Stephen A. Myth.
Stephen A. Myth?
Yeah. So it's like
Is that one on your album right here?
I think it's on one of those. Yeah, it's on one of those Wavelake sites. But I've got a Caitlin Clark song, and it's
really,
yeah, it's just about songs about going. I've got this song about just about sports stuff, and it's just another distraction. I get it, but if people think that sports is not manipulated similar to politics, even I had to wake myself. I feel like that was my last big one that I had to wake up. How the hell did I get out of all these other ones before sports? Makes no sense.
Well, I like for a while I didn't care about sports anymore. Then Tech had like a decent season. I was like, every time I think I'm out, you pull me back in.
Right.
And the Super Bowl, speaking of like politicizing sports, is last year they had in racism, like
on the back of that.
That's when it all ended. That's when it stopped.
That's why they have Brad Bunny now. I know.
They have Bad Bunny. Did you say Brad Bunny?
Someone clip that and make
Bunny, okay.
Someone make that clip. Make that come on, that meme.
Bad Bunny.
Brad Bunny at the Super Bowl this year, 60.
The great is it the 60th Super Bowl?
It is 6-0. You know they're gonna do something devilish with 6. Come on, they have to.
I'm sure.
With 60.
They'll have like Lady Gaga give birth to Bad Bunny.
No, Bad Bunny will make out with another trans or a trans somebody or. Yeah, what's going? Okay, anyway.
The story with the Grammys last night was Bad Bunny. He said something.
Oh, I saw that. I did see that. I did see a clip of that. They said his jaw was going all over the place.
And
I saw his jaw like going all over the place. It was like Coke jaw. He had that.
I don't know who he is. And I don't think I've
he's
listened
like
to any new music other than yours. But
he's like a Puerto Rican rapper. Yeah, well, he's like a Puerto Rican rapper, basically like a pit bull for Puerto Rico, I think.
And Trump said he's anti-him and he's anti-Trevor Noah, and he's not going to the Super Bowl.
Good for Trump. You know what? I think I might watch a little bit of the Super Bowl. I'm gonna have a very low. I used to have parties and have people at my place and do all that. I'm just over sports now too. And I was actually gonna ask you another question I had. I was gonna say or ask if you still went to any live sports.
I did. I went to the Tech game, the first Tech game I gone to in probably 10 years, and it was when they played Pitt and they had a chance to
football.
If they won, they went to the ACC championship, which they probably would have won that game because the team that was playing Virginia, and they would have gone to the college football playoffs. All they had to do was beat Pitt, and they were down 28-0 the first half at home. And I was sitting and I was like, why are these seats so cheap that are so good? And then I realized when I got there, I'm in the pit section.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And you're among enemies. You're amongst,
And I left. And then when they got back in the game, I was like, maybe I should go back. I didn't.
Okay.
Thankfully, I did not go back. Hello, Chocolate Man, says Road Marcus.
Chocolate Man. Oh, thank you. I'll take that. Even if I'm half chocolate, half vanilla. But yeah,
we say that Trump will put tariffs on Gatorade that isn't red.
Only orange. Orange, Gatorade only. We're betting on orange.
Put your poly market bets in.
Poly market, that's right.
So what do you think of crypto up there? You guys got any?
Oh, I mean it's legal here, but
yeah, but
I'm
it's
kind of
crashing right now. Bitcoin's
you know what the funny thing? I was actually going to talk about that too. I've been I guess since 2020, it's not that long. So 6 years, but I was big into like Bitcoin and I still have some. I'm definitely bigger into silver right now. But I've been into silver for the last 6 years and I kind of was slowly understanding not just the market, but the actual metal. And there's so many, it's just so much more interesting. And I was actually paying people with it and I was kind of
you gave me and Josh a silver coin.
There you go. Just trying to spread the wealth around. That's it.
Yeah.
But it's another way of financial literacy too to other people. understanding something by having something tangible in your hand. So
Right. But you can't throw a Bitcoin at a stripper.
I've tried. Trust me, it's not as
They
satisfying.
appreciate it. They don't, ironically, they also don't appreciate having quarters thrown at them. I've tried.
No. Well, I try to stay out of only Magic City and a few others I've frequented. Maybe the Pink Pony and a few other ones down in the ATL, but I'm retired, I think, from all strip clubs right now. So
that is good. Yeah, me too. I haven't been one in probably over a decade. Denver, you were at. So Denver says, I was at the Braves-Yankees World Series in Atlanta. This is the 96 World Series you're talking about. The late 90s, I think it was. Braves went up 6 or 7 to nothing, and the Yankees came back and won. Yeah, I remember that game.
Wow.
The Braves were up 2-1 in the series.
Okay.
It would have been up 3-1, all but clinched the series, and they blew that game. And I remember watching that game, and it still upsets me. I interviewed John Smoltz years ago, and I asked John Smoltz about that game when I interviewed him. It's an Insight magazine in Atlanta, and I could see the pain come across his face when I asked him about that. And he just paused for a minute, and he was just replaying in his head. And he turned to me and he said,
I can't.
If we hadn't blown that game, we would have been a dynasty. The dynasty that the Yankees were. And the sportsman's pain came through like it never had before to me, because he felt not what I felt as a fan. He felt 10 times or 1,000 times more than it. And he's never going to get over it ever in his life.
Right. Yeah.
And then when you see a kicker miss a field goal at the end of a game, especially a playoff game or something like that, or somebody drop a pass.
The classic Scott Norwood as a kid, I always thought it was like, oh, this guy can't even go to the store. This guy's hated by everybody.
Right, dude.
But I'm just like, is that really true? Well, as we got older, even you too, I'm sure we've all like questioned everything that we've learned, and was like, maybe that guy's like literally the luckiest guy just for people knowing his name for missing a field goal.
Yeah,
or something crazy like that, but just being like,
it's something that so as a fan, I remember seeing players from Tech that were pretty well-known players that made boneheaded plays. Of course, I'm not a football player, so I would have done much worse. But
you're a baller, Brad. Don't downplay yourself.
This like visceral feeling of, oh, there's that guy who messed that play up. Logically, I'm like, that's stupid. Don't think that or feel that. But that's how politics are. People see the politicians that something happened that may condition them to hate them, and they have a visceral feeling. And it's really effective to control a country via emotions by treating politics like sports.
Right.
And yeah, that was a very painful World Series, Denver. I completely agree. Who was the pitcher? It wasn't Rocker. Was it?
Man, I think we
it
played you guys in the World Series. Remember Toronto Braves?
Yeah, you guys beat us in the World Series like
92,
4-2
or 93. 90. Wait, we beat you in 90. We beat the Braves and the Phillies, but I was like, I think the Braves first and then the Phillies. You guys had Deion Sanders for a while.
Yeah, you guys beat us first, and then Deion liked to play both football, and he would fly on a helicopter, and he was average. He was very average. It was Ray Finkelstein.
Look at Shador. Look at Shador. He's pretty average.
Didn't he get an All-Star game?
You got voted to the flag football Pro Bowl. Yeah, he did.
Is he playing in the flag football Pro Bowl?
He is. He's ahead of Trevor Lawrence and a lot other more deserved court, but I don't know.
Trevor Lawrence, Glavin, Smoltz, Avery. So Denver's asking for pitchers.
Maddox,
Smoltz,
Avery,
Maddox. All those pitchers were there. The person pitching, I think it was Wohlers. I think.
Mark Wohlers.
Mark
Wohlers.
Who gave up the runs to the Yankees that year. That's who it was. Man. And then he was good. He was good too. And then you have who's the other guy? Who's the guy who got in trouble on the Yankee subway? John Rocker. John Rocker. Who's a big social media star now.
Huge. I like him. I appreciate it. I have a John Rocker rookie card sitting right here. Actually, watch this. It's right around here. Actually, I was literally looking at it the other day. My John Rocker rookie card.
I've had the Edmund cam on for a while now. I forgot about that.
It was just me and Edmund. I'm like talking to a sleeping dog here. I was like, not bad. I'm like, okay. Me and Edmund.
You got the rocker card right next to you.
Yeah, I have a. So one last thing, even I'll talk to you about. I don't know if you had anything else to talk about, but this I was getting these conspiracy cards, these trading cards,
Right.
called Plunder World, and I was trying to send some to you the other day. I'd sent, and then I just realized from even our new rules, even in Canada, that even our whole rules have changed from mailing stuff to the United States now. So it's like I got to try to send it to you in a different way, but Canada Post and the United Postal Service are not working together. That's a whole nother war that's happening that no one's talking about. Our postal
Really?
service. Yeah.
So they won't deliver stuff from Canada? Or
No,
vice
they won't even like like lettered mail and like anything that's even a card or even something light. Everything has to be declared. Everything has to be like customized and duties. Before we could just go and drop stuff off, they'd stamp it, send it. And now it's just like, oh, okay. There's like a $10, $20 minimum to everything now. So
is that because of tariffs or something?
They just made this change like I think October, November last year. So maybe it could partly be towards that, but this is the silent war that no one is talking about, our postal service.
The war on the mail.
The war on mail. They're not allowing us to communicate. They want us to email. They don't want us to send physical things anymore. They're like,
what?
They could be
The
sending,
FedEx and UPS. Does it work there, or is it the same?
Oh yeah, we got UPS and FedEx. I'm just saying, like your USPS, United States Postal Service.
Right.
We have a version called the Canada Postal Service.
What's y'all's acronym?
CPS, like Child Protective Services.
Right.
Yeah. So Canada Postal Services, we send both through the mail, children and mail. We send them.
So you guys mail children over there.
Listen, if we can talk offline, but it's not pretty. It's not pretty. These Epstein files are not just in America. I can promise you.
Yeah.
You've heard about Trudeau. You've heard about his dad. I don't know if you've heard about even Trudeau's dad with some like trafficked children. Pierre Elliott Trudeau, who used to be the Prime Minister of Canada.
Yeah, I've heard that about his dad, and some people think his dad was
possibly.
Cuban,
they possibly think he was Fidel Castro.
Fidel Castro.
That's a whole nother. Yeah, that's either or.
It's my two dads. Maybe they.
My two dads. Great TV show. Show.
So he's not y'all's leader anymore. He's dating. What's her name?
Katy Perry. Your queen. One of your queens and one of our princes. It's a Disney story just as old as time.
I just remember when the video or the image emerged of him and like, I don't know if it's blackface or super dark brown.
Oh yeah,
at the party.
He's done black and brown. He's done both.
He
doesn't discriminate. He's done them all. He's done all the faces.
These leaders just seem like they're idiots who will say what they're supposed to for the power. Almost none of them seem like the people in charge to me.
I know. Could you see Xi Jinping putting on a black face? He's a serious man. No.
No, Xi Jinping, I can see him just being upfront racist. Is what
he's going to be like, no African leaders. We'll just build the Belt and Road, but we're not meeting. We're not talking to those blacks. No, those chocolate faces. We don't talk to those guys.
Is it like they don't like him up there in China.
But,
I'd like to see him and Kim Jong Un.
That'd be a hell of a tour. Who opens? Who opens for who?
I mean, I want to see them go at each other. I want to see them like sumo each other.
Sumo. You go to sumo. Okay.
Yeah, I want to see a sumo. That's a poly market bet. I'd go Xi Jinping, but I wouldn't sleep on Kim Jong.
Kim Jong's lower. He's got more like he's lower center of gravity, so you're gonna want to bet on that. Yeah,
he's got coaching by Dennis Rodman.
Definitely versus like a Winnie the Pooh kind of shape, Xi Jinping. You don't want that.
I just guessed that Kim Jong is shorter, but I have.
I'm sure he's like a cannonball. He's like, I want to see him and Trump actually. You're Trump.
Yeah, you want to see them sumo?
Josh, I want to see Josh and Kim Jong Un.
Josh sumo Kim Jong Un. I would love to see that also.
That'd be pretty cool. If we could
arrange that, I will go to
maybe the next Bohemian Grove if we can get Kim Jong Un.
I'm sure Kim Jong will come if he's invited.
Shout out to the Nephilim Death Squad too. I love those guys. Yeah. I love even when you were on those too, like as a guest. Those are some fun guys.
It was
man.
fun to be on their show.
Yeah.
They're wild and they're fun to talk to, for sure.
Definitely.
So, DC in politics is Hollywood for ugly ass people. That's true. It's becoming Hollywood for good looking people as more and more good looking people are getting into politics. Not all of them. You have to weed out the Chuck Schumers. The Chuck Schumers.
Do you think?
The more
Okay,
you
just
the
a regular question.
ACs and the Boberts and the.
Well, you've met some of these
Mace.
people, especially in Georgia. I'm sure you've met some of these people in person. Like
I haven't met any of them in person.
You've never seen you've never met Stacey Abrams in person.
Now, if I saw Stacey Abrams walking on the street, I'd run like it was Ghostbusters, dude. I'd get the hell
You've never
out
met
of there.
Fannie Willis in person.
Yeah, Fannie tried to put my friend in jail once years ago. We didn't realize it until recently, but no, I haven't met Fannie.
You're a lucky man then, I guess.
Yeah, she's a predator, dude. She comes out, she tries to snap it off, dude. I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah, well,
Fannie. You know, she testified not to Congress, but she did a hearing here in Georgia recently, and she was just as much of a bitch as she was, even more. It's just so crazy.
Yeah.
That she thinks she can do anything. Fulton County's Gotham. Gotcha. It's Gotham City. It really is. It's been voted like the most corrupt city in the world, and I don't know who makes these rankings, but it's got to be something to it a little bit.
Some kind of Source Society, some ranking on the like the Pro Football Weekly or the draft status for a kid.
It's just like
he's a 5-star activist, Stacey Abrams, coming up through the ranks. You know, she's got a gap tooth, and yeah, I know.
Kick a field goal through that thing. She should be playing for the Falcons. You've seen the former UGA player that looks exactly like her, have you?
No, I didn't.
Have you seen that?
Morton Anderson. Shout out to Morton Anderson, though.
She looks exactly like Morton Anderson.
No, she doesn't. Morton Anderson's South African, I thought.
Yeah. All right, so you haven't seen the football player that looks like Stacey Abrams. I'm going to show this to you.
There's such a thing? There's such a thing as a football player.
This is like actually a true thing. They look identical almost.
Okay.
I mean, this is great. All right, here you go. You're never going to look at Stacey Abrams or this football player the same again.
Okay.
You see this? All right, here we go.
Okay.
Stacey Abrams and this guy who he actually he was a guy who left the scene of a crime after speed racing.
Oh my, that's amazing.
What do you think of that? They look identical, dude.
See, this is why people don't come out to live stand-up comedy, because they have too much of this nonsense online. They get their laugh meter like tickled all day. They see so much funny shit. By the time the end of the night, what do you want to do? See a stand-up show?
Tired of it.
Like I can't even bother. My
I love this framing too, because it looks like she's taller.
Yo, the chest and even the shirt, the collar with the V-neck cut with the jersey and her cut. Oh, where's his?
She had a good sense of humor. She'd start wearing an Eagles jersey.
Oh my God, this got to be Wakanda 3 poster. This is amazing. This is amazing. We're gonna call it African versus African American. This is gonna be This is amazing.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing, dude.
I love it. Man, America. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys.
I don't know. It might actually be. I have no idea. Whew. All right, Deez, tell everybody where they can find you.
Deez Laughs on Instagram. Deez Laughs on Twitter. And just Deez Laughs. You'll find my music there. One of the links. Shout out to Brad Binkley. And if you're listening to this still, make sure you support this man, giving out great value, great entertainment, great information. One of the best in the business, media deconstructionist. Shout out to Brad Binkley.
I appreciate that. And I am going to be going through more Epstein stuff in this week. And Julie said something earlier. She said she wanted to hear real Epstein stuff. The stuff I said about Epstein earlier, the Epstein files, that's all real stuff that came from the files. They did have stuff about him having low T.
Right. The egg penises in Netflix, so old.
Yeah, and the egg-shaped penis stuff. That's an old video of his. where he was
Mamdani
just
as his son or his unadopted son.
Yeah, people think Mamdani is his adopted son. I don't think that's or his biological son. People think
Sure.
that. I don't. A lot of this stuff isn't corroborated. There's just images of Mamdami's mom and a photo, maybe Mamdami, and it's a whole bunch of stuff that's really crazy.
Who knows?
That's
Who knows?
uncorroborated.
Right.
And I think that's the point of it, is to let speculation run wild. So I wasn't even kidding about the stuff I said earlier about the Epstein files. That's stuff that people have found. And I would, if you want to find real substantive stuff, go to my Twitter at Freedom Act Radio, watch the pinned video where I say the people who should be subpoenaed when it comes to the Epstein files, because that document that I've been referring to for 9 years and gotten my website taken down for actually is in this file dumpings, because I did search for these people. Most people don't know to search for these people. They search for all the other salacious stuff. But that's to me, because those are the people who still have power, who have never been questioned about Epstein. Not as fun as Bill Gates' STD story, but
fun.
More relevant in my opinion. But we will go through that later in the week. The reason I come here, says Tony, talking about the Stacey Abrams, I believe.
Whew.
Denver says amazing
You got
work.
some sickos
Brad
out
Deez.
there. You got some sickos in the audience for sure.
Yeah, totally.
I know. Bad Christian, and I know some of you sickos out there in the chat. I've talked to you a lot. Shout out to Force Mommy, amazing, from Colorado.
Oh yeah. Force Mommy was doing X Spaces at like 4 a.m. last night. I was going to jump in because I woke up in the middle of the night, but it ended just before. A lot of great people in the chats, and the internet can be a thing that can be distracting, but can also be a thing where you can get connected with a lot of good people and so
heal and go back to your regular life and make fun of these people.
That's right, and get to meet people like you, Deez. So thanks
All
for
right.
coming on the show again.
Thank you guys. Shout out.
Check out Deez's work. He's featured often on the No Agenda End of Show mix. Yeah. He does really good work. And keep it up, man. I love it. It's inspiring. And we'll do it again soon.
All right, man. Thank you guys.
All right, guys. You guys have a fantastic rest of y'all's day.